So I did my septoplasty and turbinate reduction surgery earlier today in the morning. It's just after 6 p.m. I had the surgery probably at around 10 or 11 a.m. and I'm feeling pretty good. My throat is a bit sore, kind of like having the flu. It's a bit croaky. My nose, I really can't feel any pain at all pretty much, which is a nice surprise. And at the moment they've just given me paracetamol and ibuprofen for the pain, which is just basically in my throat. But so far so good. After the surgery, a little while after, my blood pressure went down a little bit. I started to feel a bit faint. I called the nurse, so they just sort of propped my legs up and got the blood flow back to the top half of my body, and I felt much better. Apart from that, I'm pretty smooth sailing so far. Today is the first day after my surgery, and so far so good. Pain-wise, really not much pain at all. You know, a tiny little bit in my nose here and there. It's a little bit sensitive to the touch. It's a bit swollen, as you can see. My voice is still a little bit raspy. My throat's not so sore as it was yesterday. Still just getting by on paracetamol and ibuprofen. That's working just fine for me. Still just getting a little bit of bleeding. I actually just took a shower. Did a sinus rinse. It's like a saline rinse to kind of clean everything out. And yeah, I'm going to try and ice things up a little bit and get the swelling down a bit as well. And just keep doing those sinus rinses. And in terms of breathing, I haven't really been able to test out the breathing yet. They sort of tell me not to do that yet. Just let it heal and recover first. And but as soon as I'm able to sort of start breathing through it, I'll let you know how it feels and if I can tell the difference. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. Today is Sunday. I had my surgery on Friday. Last night, I didn't sleep that great. I sort of kept getting a dry mouth. I'm getting a bit of air through here. This nostril feels pretty clear, but this one is still very much clogged up. That's the side that the deviation was on. Yeah, and look, I had a little bit of pain in my nose last night. Nothing very much. And yeah, I've just been continuing to do my saline rinses. I've been doing a little bit of icing to help with the swelling. My voice is doing a little bit better today. The bleeding has cut down a fair bit. So I'm still just getting a little bit coming out of this one. And I'll just add that so far, I'm still just taking the paracetamol and the ibuprofen. They did give me some slightly stronger oxycodone if I need to take it. But so far, I haven't really needed it. So I'll just keep that there in an emergency in case I get any bad pain come up. So today is day 3 of my recovery from the surgery. Still feeling pretty good, better than I expected. Minimal pain so far. Probably my throat's been the thing that's been bothering me a little bit the most. And I'm still getting just a little bit of bleeding. You know, try and eat as many soft foods as you can, like soups and yogurts and things like that. I think the chewing motion, even if it's not a very hard thing to eat, but the chewing motion can sort of cause a bit more bleeding. I've stopped actually taking ibuprofen. I've read that can sort of help slow down the bleeding a bit. And in terms of my breathing through my nose, this side is opening up a bit more. I can actually breathe through that a bit now. It's clearing up quite well. The other side, it's still pretty blocked up, but it is clearing up a little bit. I can get like a tiny bit of air through there, but I think that one will take some more time. That was the side that the deviation was towards and everything. So, but yeah, so far so good. It's day 4 of recovery from the surgery, and I have some exciting news. Today I was able to breathe through both of my nostrils in the morning. A lot of people, they have to get packing and splints up their nose, like these things that kind of block up their nostrils. I didn't have to get that. My surgeon didn't give me that. Yeah, yesterday I felt a little bit rough. They often say day 3 is kind of one of the hard ones of recovery, but again, not too bad really, but I just felt like I had a bit of a cold or a flu. I feel a lot better today, to be honest. Got a reasonable amount of sleep last night. I still woke up a bit with a dry mouth and having to drink some water and that sort of thing. The bleeding had slowed down a lot too, so I'm just getting a little bit still coming out, but I'm hoping it's like starting to heal up and not much more will come out, maybe a little bit here and then. Day 5 of recovery after my surgery. I've had almost no bleeding since last night, which is a first. and I slept pretty well interrupted the whole night, which hasn't happened yet either. And in fact, even before the surgery, I can't really remember the last time that happened. So I'm starting to breathe a bit better through my nose, although the right side is still blocked up a bit more than the left. So I'll try and demonstrate here. No pain really still, unless I accidentally press on my nose or something. Still a bit sensitive, but to be honest, I think I fared better than a lot of people who have done this surgery actually. I think also hiring a good surgeon helps with that too, so he probably knows the right techniques, how to make it easier on the patients. And also, since last night, I slept flat on my back. I didn't have to use a wedge pillow or upright or anything anymore, so I think that helped me sleep better as well. So I just had my first follow-up appointment with the ENT surgeon, and it was pretty quick, to be honest. He just asked me how things were going, and then he shoved the little camera up my nose, had a look, and you know, he said everything looks fine so far. There's still just a little bit of like bleeding happening on one side, and he said give him a call like if that keeps happening in about a week's time, and he will give me some extra medication, I think, to help like the blood clot a bit faster than it is. I actually had a pretty good sleep last night again, so I think I'm already starting to see the effects, even though like only really one side has opened up, and even probably not fully yet. So, but I can't wait until this side opens up as well, and yeah, it's going to be so good to be able to breathe through both nostrils. Yeah, the septum is still like inflamed quite a bit, which is pretty normal, so that will gradually go down over time. But he said that the fact that I can breathe through this nostril, you know, he's a bit surprised I can do that already, so that's a pretty good sign. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too long.